Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome one and all to Worms World Party Remastered. Let us find out if it is indeed worth your time. Now, the short answer is I am a little bit disappointed, I have to say, though it may be largely due to nostalgia expectations. The long answer, the rest of this video. So this is a remastering of a 2001 Worms game, and in 2001 it was a lot of fun, and there was a lot to do in the game, but now playing it 14 years later, even with new bells and whistles like a slightly cleaner particle effects, some better sound quality, a little bit of a more usable multiplayer interface, though it's still like trying to find a needle in a haystack just to get in a game. So for the purposes of this video, we're going to be playing against the AI and, you know, showing off my mad elite skills. I mean, we do, of course, have terrain editors, we can do game editors, hell, you can edit your own missions and custom things that can happen on said missions, and there's surprisingly a lot of things you can change. You can, of course, make your own Worms team, name all of the worms. I, of course, have a team called Rage, where everybody is named after a really angry emotion, apart from one member who's known as Mr. Calm. He keeps everybody in check, so there's the usual kind of editing you'd expect. I want mortars to show up loads. I want loads of kamikaze. Alright, I'll save this as a game type, we'll play it. And honestly, that's good. But I mean, it's also to be expected in a Worms type game. I can't just immediately go into a game because of one of the major problems I have. Two of which so far. One, you cannot at all Alt-tab this game if you feel like continuing to play it later. It will just break. Second of all, the menus are locked to like 800 by 600 resolution, and it only switches to 1920 by 1080 when actually in-game, which is annoying as hell because it makes your desktop go mental every time you join and leave a game of Worms. It's very frustrating. So here we have a game creator. You can choose what the terrain you want, and they're actually, to their credit, is a lot of cool little modifications to the game that you can make really nice, unique setups of game rules, and you can really edit everything. But again, this is just standard Worms stuff. This stuff was developed in to what we have now. So without further ado then, let's get into a match and play it and see what is up with the Worms World Party. Yes, sorry. Okay, everybody, so here we are in the game. The computer has, of course, immediately halved. Poor Worm 2! You, for some reason, don't get your own Worm team when you do this, which kind of really sucks. So we've got the usual. We can leap about the place, move about the place, and as you can see, the classic Worms look. And this is something I'm really happy has been brought back. Boom! Prince of Persia! Get wrecked, son! Sorry, just gotta keep that contained. But yeah, the actual look of the game, very, very in keeping with how it did look like, and it is nice to have a modern day Worms release that has this kind of aesthetic, because it is very nostalgia-y, and it is very nice to look at. It's a lot of memories that I'm reliving, but now that I am seeing it again after playing more recent Worms, I am very much in the kind of... Actually, no, the more recent ones are kind of just better now that I think about it. Maybe I am wrong to be as excited as I was about this game. Maybe it's just not worth having a remastered version of this Worms. And the more I play it, the more I'm kind of getting that, unfortunately. I mean, it's still a lot of fun, but I guess the main reason that I'm kind of at the moment, apart from the just terrible menu system, is if you have not played this Worms before, you've not played one of the original Worms, and therefore don't have the rose-tinted glasses of nostalgia, there is objectively really no real reason to play this version of the game, because quite simply, the more up-to-date Revolution and the console one afterwards is just kind of better in honestly every single way. You could say that, technically speaking, you do prefer this kind of aesthetic, and that is fair enough. That is just simply objective. But in every other respect, there's no real reason to play this other than a nostalgia trip, and that's kind of sad. But at the same time, wow, that is quite powerful. He's probably dead. Worm 2, no, oh no, Worm 2, nice, Worm 2 got this. So yeah, I mean, objectively, I do like that this exists. I do. It's nice to play this Worms again in this style into 2015. I like that. I do. But objectively, distancing myself from my nostalgia, check this mad skills out. The grenade of the century. Can you say what up, Worm 4? Prince Andrew, more like Prince Dead Drew. What? But yeah, I don't know, I'm a little bit disillusioned now that I've been playing it. I was really excited when I saw this was coming out. I really was. I was desperate to play it, and my expectations have popped and crashed to earth like a leak in a helium balloon. They really have. And it's kind of difficult for me to pinpoint exactly why that's the case. Low gravity. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. Get ready for the shot of your life. I was actually shooting at the other worms on a map to the right of us that were talking mad shit, and they're dead now, so that's what I was just taking care of. The airstrike there! I mean, it is nice seeing the terrain get deleted in the way it used to. Alright, you people in the hole, get ready to rumble. I am going to drop a sheep upon you, and you will enjoy it! Ha 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 ha! What are you doing, sheep? What are you, turn around. This is awkward. There we go! Nope, still, hey! Can I get a double kill? Can it be done? Queen's gonna blow up into Charles. What is up? That is how you rock the worms. Yes. Yes, sirree. Twin kill combo victory. Okay, so here we are in game number 2 for this video. I imagine there is completely a way to make your actual team be in the quick match, though I can't for the life of me find the setting. But it's, it's a small nitpick. We'll play this one game then, because honestly, with a Worms game, you don't need that much to explain it. Everybody knows what is the deal with Worms, and you've probably already decided for yourself if you are liking that this exists from the gameplay you've already seen. So really, there's not much I can say. The main point I want to get across in this video is that if we take away nostalgia, it's just simply not as good as modern day Worms, and that's both sad, but also in a way I'm kind of happy, because really, do we want to be saying a Worms game made 14 years ago is better and more fun than a Worms game made a couple years ago? Surely that would be wrong. That would be a regression of progression and a transgression to the series. I think that would be the case. So ultimately, I guess I'm kind of happy that I'm like, you know what? The modern Worms is much more enjoyable. So that's really all I have left to say critically. I mean, in terms of how the game controls and everything like that, it's fine. It's exactly how you'd expect. The controls are responsive. You can play with controller if you're so way inclined, which it works pretty well. But, I mean, with 6 inputs, I mean, you're fine on keyboard. You really are. But you are cool if you just want to lean back. And what is that grenade threat? Wow. Okay, sacrifice the queen. Prince of Persia is sacrificing the queen! What has come of this land? What has become of these people? What will happen next? Tune in next week to find out on the Worm World Party Show, brought to you by Rage Gaming TV. The queen was like, Prince of Persia, did you just freaking grenade me? Get in the water, you little bitch of a worm. Oh, I do like a little bit of infighting. Alright, Worm 1. What can we do? Flamethrower, eh? I do like me a bit of flamethrower, though I imagine it won't really reach. Alright, let's... I kind of want a kamikaze. Alright, here we go. We're going to experience it. Boom! God, that was so pointless. I mean, it's not... Oh, no, it did nearly kill him, to be fair. But I think it is only reasonable I give the opponents a chance here. Because, you know, they deserve it at this stage. They really do. Come on. Hearing the sounds, that music, that is nice. And hearing the original, "You missed," is just glorious to my ears. I mean... For a nostalgia trip, this game is where it is. For me, personally, as an avid player of every Worms game, it is so lovely to see this. It really is. But, I mean, objectively, when I'm telling you guys whether you should get involved with this game, I just can't find myself being like, yeah, do it. Alright, well, we dropped some fire on him and removed his crate, but I'll admit that wasn't the most effective airstrike in the world ever. I'll be real with you there. Alright, Worm 4. No, Worm 4. Oh, no, he just did a Sayuken. Oh, God, the original voices. Oh, it's brilliant hearing them. It really is. I know that's kind of giving a mixed message out, but... Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. Alright, the Queen. This time, it's personal. Worm Blast. Alright, I'm going to do Worm Blast. Let's see what this does. Alright, let's hop over here. No, wait, there we go. Alright, boom. Oh! Oh, I'd forgotten these weapons even existed. We have had a lot of fallen weapons over the course of the Worms games and their years. And what does interest me playing this is that Worms games have been very, very iterative, but subtly they have evolved a fair amount. If you compare Worms game to Worms game in a line, it feels like they just don't change. But comparing this to Revolution, for example, I mean, it's not even in the same ballpark, so it is kind of nice to know that the series really has actually developed in kind of a meaningful way in what is effectively a very restrictive format Worms. And I mean, you know I love Worms in general, I do, so just because this is a Worms game, I'm kind of okay with it. I don't regret buying it. I just feel like they've wasted an opportunity to make a classic style Worms game in the modern way that they have made a Worms game. If this playing and game mode was surrounded by the modern efficiency and trappings of actual menu systems and a more usable interface, and then maybe made the graphics a little bit nicer, but kept the 2D aesthetic, they could have had something very, very special with this. And that's the main reason why I'm like, this could have been so much more. Alright, I want to fire this, like, max power out of that hole. Alright, here we go. Oh, I didn't quite get through. That would have been such a baller homing missile shot. You would have been so impressed with me right here. You would have been like, whoa, Rage, that is just crazy. And I mean, I'd love to know what you guys think, having seen a lot of this now. How are we going to get to Prince Charles over there? He's hiding on the corner of the map through no fault of his own, though, but still, do I have... Oh, I do have a napalm strike. All right, Prince Charles, prepare to die. You missed! Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm loving it like that. Okay, this is gonna require some serious effort here. I feel like we're gonna be raising the water very, very soon. Alright, he's gonna go get that crate. It's not gonna do much for him. It's a utility crate. Maybe he can jetpack. I hope he does jetpack. I hope he jetpacks right over here so I can punch him in the face. Charles, what was that, man? That was the land. I mean, that is cruel. That poor Earth was just getting along, doing its things, and you made that happen. Do I have a teleport? That's the question. I have bungee. I mean, to be fair... Oh, no, I do have a teleport. Let's do some ninja roping. Let's see how the ninja roping actually is in original Worms, because I cannot remember. Not as easy to control, not as smooth. That was terrible. That was absolutely shocking. What he's trying to blow a hole through the entire side of the cliff to get to us, isn't he? That's what he's doing. The son of a bitch. Oh, a weapon crate. A weapon crate. Lovely. All right, we're gonna go grab this. We're gonna jetpack ourselves to victory. Boom. Doom. Nope, over here. All right, holy hand grenade. What a weapon to get here. So what I'm gonna do is teleport to this hole, and then we are going to holy hand grenade the hell out of him. What a fitting weapon to end the video with. I think that is gonna be good. No! Damn you and your incredible accuracy! You will regret that, my friend. You will regret that. We are going to... That went wrong! That went very wrong very fast! I accidentally selected the wrong worm and then blew myself up. I am not having a good day. Look at him getting fancy. Alright, it's okay. He didn't kill him, fortunately. It is now time for Worm 4 to be the hero we need him to be. The only problem is he can't quite make it up there. That kind of sucks. Let's see if we can't ninja rope our way out of this problem. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's leave that off there. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hop over here. And here it is, guys. Get ready. Holy hand grenade. I believe. Boom. Hallelujah. My name has been Rage. This has been Worms World Party Remastered. A good nostalgia trip, but not worthy of playing over the current Worms. Remember to like if you enjoyed this and subscribe for more. Oh, goodbye. Yes, wrecked AI.